Hey everybody, it is Chris Akin from the Classic Metal Show, and I know you know that we, Neely and I, hate social media. So we really don't use it except for one place, that's Locals. That's classicmetalshow.locals.com. If you go there, you can interact with us. You can see the conversation going on with many members of the CMS Legion. There's giveaways, there's exclusive broadcasts. It's all in the one and only place that we do any kind of social media. That is the Classic Metal Show on Locals, classicmetalshow.locals.com. Go there. What's up, everybody? It is Chris Akin, and it is time once again for Chris Akin Presents. And today I am going to be presenting to you a series that is on HBOMax, and probably HBO Regular, I would assume. It is called Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers. Now, if you were around like I was in the early to mid 80s, into the 90s, then you certainly remember the Laker dynasty. You remember how great the Lakers were. They were always in the championship run for the NBA. It was usually the big three at the time. For most of that time was the Boston Celtics, the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Los Angeles Lakers. And I think most people didn't realize, that the Lakers were kind of a newcomer to being good. Those of us that are my age that weren't around for the 70s just didn't remember very much about the Lakers. This show, it kind of catapults that idea that they weren't very good. It really kind of reaches back, and it's at least the first two episodes do, and they showcase this show as, featuring a team that was right on the verge of bankruptcy up until they signed Magic Johnson. And with the show, it really does a good job of kind of highlighting how the Lakers went from trash to greatness, or it's doing a good job. Like I said, I'm only 2 episodes in. The show itself, ton of great people in the cast. That's the first thing. John C. Reilly, of course, plays Dr. Jerry Buss, the owner of the Lakers, and he does a fantastic job as Jerry Buss. I mean, he really plays him as this seedy kind of scumbag guy that just falls into money, and when he doesn't have money, he falls into his mom's money. And they do a great job there, and he's such a great actor that he can pretty much pull anything off. Jason Clarke is in this thing as well. He plays Jerry West, the coach. And Jason Clarke is he's one of my favorite actors anyway. He was in Brotherhood. He was in Chappaquiddick. He was in the Chicago Code, which is one of my favorite shows that only got 1 year and should have gotten more. It was such a great fucking show. But Jason Clarke is in it as well. Michael Chiklis from The Shield and The Commish and, several other things, Sons of Anarchy, etc. Michael Chiklis is in it. Sally Field is in this thing. Just a lot of different people that you would recognize are in this show. So it definitely has a star-studded cast. Now, I will tell you, it doesn't feel great at first watch. And I think it's on purpose. It's really filmed kind of 70s-ish. It definitely has that seedy 70s feel. That kind of Club 50, Studio 54 type of a feel. It's a little bit grainy, it's a little bit dirty, and I think that's what they're going for. Actually, I think it's a purpose move to kind of show that the Lakers, for as glamorous as they became, started as like the New York West, kind of the seedy underground that became something amazing, and they're definitely showcasing the fact that Jerry Buss, while wealthy, was a scumbag and was certainly all about chicks and drugs and booze and everything else. But he knew what he wanted. He knew how to get there, and he did get there. And that is really kind of the moral to the story here. I'm guessing how it ends because, they're still going and they're still going strong. But really a great focus. It focuses a lot on Magic Johnson and how his family didn't necessarily think that it was a good thing for him to go to Los Angeles, and the team didn't even want him. They focus on like Norm Nixon didn't want him there. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar didn't really want him there. They didn't want him to be a player. They thought that he was just some hyped up college kid. And they focus a lot on Jerry Buss and his fight with the rest of the NBA to get things done. You know, there's a very, very pointed bit in episode 2 where he's really going toe-to-toe with Red Auerbach, and he's proven nothing. This is before he's ever owned the team that's been on the field or on the court for a game. And he talks a bunch of shit to Red Auerbach, who, if you know anything about basketball, you know Red Auerbach won more championships than anybody. So it's really fascinating to watch. It's definitely, I don't know how real it is, but I haven't seen anybody saying, yeah, this is grossly false. So overall, I would say you got to watch it a little bit to get it, because if you just watch the first episode, you're probably going to come away with it going, this just looks like shit. But it's really, really well done. I'm enjoying it a bunch, so I'm going to give this thing a thumbs up, and I'm definitely going to watch all the way through it to see this show, to see how it plays all the way to the end. So once again, the show is Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers. It is on HBO now. And check it out. I think you will enjoy it. And I hope, speaking of enjoying things, that you've enjoyed this episode of Chris Akin Presents. If you have, or even if you haven't, why don't you subscribe to the channel and leave a like and leave a comment and let me know what you think of this video, because I am curious to see what you think. If you're digging the show, if you're digging me or Chris Akin Presents, or, you know, Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers. I'd be interested to hear your take, okay? So leave a comment, do all the things you're supposed to, notification bell, blah, blah, blah. And that is going to do it for this episode of Chris Akin Presents. I have been Chris Akin, and guess what, folks? I will be again tomorrow. I'll see you later. Bye.